Well, a little late getting out for my camping trip this winter. It's near the end of March, and headed to campsite 2A. I never camped there before, but I have gone in there and checked it out before, just to see what it looked like. Never really cared for it, but in the winter it's a little different. I think it looks more like a buggy area in the summer, and there's a lot of poison ivy there too. That's another thing. I don't like poison ivy. I don't get along with it. So yeah, so the trail's not bad actually. It's I was quite surprised. I was at the office. I was messing around with the office for a while. Had a self check-in. Nobody was there. Not a problem though. The campsite was empty. I'm in here for 2 nights, anyways. So yeah, the trail's actually pretty good. It's packed down, which I was surprised. I was decided to. I was gonna take the lake, and I went down to the lake and looked at it. I said, I better not. It's not safe. I don't think it's safe. And I don't want to go into the drink with a pack on because I'll never get out. So yeah, so we're going to, this trail's awesome. Look, just take a quick look. I'm in here pretty far. It's, I don't know if you can see that or not, but the whole trail's like that. It's really good sailing. But I do have my, my spikes on there, traction control, and I have my poles, which is helping out a lot. With those 2 things on it, I find I'm not even slipping. I'm really gripping. And you do need these in here because there's a lot of ice and up hills and down hills. And I'm finding when I'm going down the hills, I don't have to take that much time with the combination of my poles and those ice picks. I call them kind of ice picks because if you look at the bottom of them, a little aggressive. Yeah, so I shouldn't be that much farther. I should be another 30 minutes out for campsite, so I'll check in later. Give you a little view here. Nice little 360 view here. I'll be headed this way here. The wind has picked up out here though. Even though I'm in the trees, I can still feel the wind. I won't know when I get to the campsite what way the wind's blowing. So, I got the big hex tarp, so we're good. And it's supposed to be sunny for the next 3 or 4 days out here. And temperature 0, I think, maybe going to -8 or -10 at the most at night. So yeah, not much of a wind, but we'll see. Look at that. Just give you a little. I'm getting tired, man. It's always a little farther than what you think, but the trail's good. The trail's it's not bad, but got some running water here anyways, which is great. Now I gotta cross this, but once I drop my pack, I'll be able to come back here and get some water if I need. At least I got some nice, and I'll boil my water. I'll boil it though. But other than that, yeah, what a great day. It is windy up on that hill over there, so because I picked campsite 2, it's kind of tighter to the bank, so hopefully I don't get the wind, but we'll see. It's gonna be that much farther, but hey, I said that before. Well, we'll check in again later. So I got camp set up, but it is so windy here, which I thought it would be. And the sun's not out, and it is so cold. You can see the wind coming in from the lake and just blowing my tarp. There was a pain sitting out. Just going to do a quick video on what I wear out here. Now when I hiked out here, I just had my pants on. These are just you can see them. Or she can't see that. These are just a cheap pair of Colombian pants. Now these are my deerskin gloves. These keep your hands really, really warm. Now I don't hike out with these. I had my other gloves, my finger gloves actually. I only put these on when it's really extremely cold, and it's extremely cold. I wasn't going to pack these. What I'm wearing here is my jacket. I didn't wear that in. This is my Marmot minimalist jacket. It's Gore-Tex, I believe. Yeah. But, and underneath that, right now I'm wearing this balaclava, or not balaclava. I didn't pack my balaclava. I took it out at the last minute. Didn't think I would need it. This is actually one of those. This is an icebreaker. One of those buffs or whatever. It just comes down around your neck, pulls up. Got my icebreaker toque on, and like underneath here, I have a t-shirt underneath. You can never see nothing because it's all black. So I have a black long sleeve shirt on. I'm gonna have a black long sleeve shirt on here, and a t-shirt underneath, which is a merino wool, just one of my short ones. So actually I have 3 layers on, 4 layers on with this coat. Now when I hiked in here, I just hiked in with this. I didn't put this on until later because it's just colder at the campsite. When I was hiking, it was fine. I just put my long johns on. They're a 200 weight merino wool, same material as this. That's from the Canadian Outdoor Equipment, and I put that on because it's freezing out here. It's freaking crazy. I was deciding if I was going to undo my hammock and go put the tarp up somewhere else and just sleep on the ground and just hunker really tight to the ground. But I'm hoping the wind dies down. Yeah, so, and my merino wool socks, merino wool underwear. Yeah, so that's what I wear out here. The hike in was great. The track, I had no problem getting in the trail. It was icy and slippery though. It's a good thing I did have my was it Hill Sound crampons? Crampons are they? Yeah, so that was good. Other than that, but I've been freezing around here, so I got to keep moving. Because what is it now? It's going on to 5 o'clock, but I still have daylight until 7. I still likely won't start a fire tonight, even though I've been gathering a little bit of wood and scraps. I've been throwing them over there. I don't know why. The pad is here for this campsite. Now I could have set up here, but there's too much ice, so I decided not to. I just sat over there with my hammock because of the 2 trees. Not a bad spot. I have a little bit of dry grass over there I can sit on, so that's fine. But the picnic table's over there, and there's a little stone fireplace, and the bear box is right there in front of me. But the fire, and there's another picnic table over here. It's the fireplace is way over there. I don't understand. I don't know. I don't understand. Camp over there, walk 2 miles that way to have a fire. I don't get it. So I've been throwing the firewood all over there. I was going over here because I've seen a little makeshift one, but that's not the steel ring that they have. But like I said, it's not a big deal. I may not have one, but I'll be gathering a little bit of wood just in case it ever dies down. It's nice to have one. But there's no sense with this much wind. Waste my time. So yeah. So other than that, that's what I'm wearing out here. And I also wear my outdoor research gaiters. Let me go get those. So here's my outdoor research gaiters. Or they just Velcro on around your leg. They go up to your knee. They work great. I'm really impressed with those. And these are my Hill Sound crampons. I showed these in another video. Second time wearing them in, and I'm glad I did wear these in. They did fall off on a path. I was coming over one of the small bridges, and both of them popped right off. So they must have. It's likely because these are so sharp, stuck into the wood, and they kind of came off a bit. So I had to put them back on. But other than that, these have been great coming in for a day like this. Even though I'm not really sinking in the snow, but these are a must. A combination with my hiking poles and these, I was flying in. I had no worries about going down the hills. I didn't have to stop really or slow down because these were gripping. There were some spots where I had to stop and turn around, and I was headed on the trail, and I said, I can't go that way. It's just too dangerous, it's too slippery, it's too steep, and I still wouldn't try them with these, so I came back around another way, which was still pretty, not as steep, but it was on an angle. but I was really taking my time and really kicking these into the ground to get by certain areas. Yeah, so these work great. Other than that, well, I see the wind's picking up again. I'm gonna have to talk to you later. Where's that window die down? Sometimes at night the wind will just die right down. The sun popped out again, but we ain't gonna get much more sun. Not in this. It's pretty cloudy out here. It only popped out for a few seconds other than that, but nothing. So yeah, there's no way I'm gonna have a fire tonight. We'll see if I have one tomorrow or not. See what the weather's gonna be like, but I got to go and guess I'll make myself a coffee or something and have a muffin. Maybe have another bite to eat too. Later. Starting to get a little bit of snow out here. They said it would. There was a chance of that. Just take you on a. You can see this is the lake I'm on, and it's the wind's coming right across here. It's crazy. And it's a skating rink out here too. You gotta like. There's no snow here, but you gotta be careful. Now I just took those crampons off a while ago, and I've been walking like I had them on. I gotta be careful because I almost fell twice because they grip in so well. Like I've been just flying around here. It doesn't bother me. But without those crampons on, it's slippery everywhere. So I'm just gathering a little bit of wood. But that's been around here, sitting around here, that little bit of wood. So we'll see. But like I said, if the wind would die down, it'd be so much nicer. But actually, I'm getting warm. It is kind of snow a bit. Nothing major, nothing major. You never know. I didn't expect it to be this cold here at this site, and it's only like going to be minus 10 or minus 11 tonight, maybe. So we'll see. You can see my tarp over there. The wind is just blowing it in. I'm constantly readjusting it. But yeah, you gotta be careful. I'm standing in a dry spot, not on the ice. It's slippery. Yeah, so we'll see later. I'd like to have a little, I'd like to bring that tarp down a little lower on this side, but I tried putting that log there to tie off to it, which was kind of working, and then it just moved. It wouldn't stay because of the ice underneath. Had nothing to grip to. It's a heavy log, but it just slid on the ice. Now I'm lucky I had this buff. I was checking through my kit because I had them in my other one, and I took that whole other bag out. So I found this in here, which was my icebreaker merino wool one, which I had. I have 2 more buffs. But yeah, I'm lucky I had this because I said sometimes I'll sleep with this on. Which I'll be sleeping with it on tonight, for sure. The only thing, that tarp keeps blowing up like that, it's not really good. I don't like the way I got that adjusted, so we might have, I tried to look for something bigger, but a bigger log or something here to weigh it down, but I had a rock, but everything wants to slide in the ice. I don't know. If the wind dies down, it won't be a big issue. It should be warm anyways. Even if the wind was blowing a bit, I should be fine. I'll be bundled up in there pretty good. Like I'll just have a breathe hole out of my sleeping bag anyway, so it should be a big deal. Still got a couple more hours. Yeah, I got about two and a half hours before it gets dark out, so that'll be nice. So enough to have a bite to eat. But I was sitting on the picnic table there. The wind is crazy. So I just moved all my stuff. All my stuff's all over here now. It's all in there. I was sitting here, and like it'll be fine, but I was trying to eat and I couldn't hold it. My hands are freezing. So yeah, I'm not sitting there. So once I get behind the tarp, I'm fine. And I'm fine. I'm warming up right now, just with this on, these clothes back on. My Little lunge on's on now. I'm warming up. That's great. A little bit of dry area in here, which is nice. Yeah, as soon as I get in behind here, it is nice. Well, my standard setup, a hammock. Sleeping bag. The only thing I did bring this time, which is my Sea to Summit liner. Right here. I usually, I think I've only brought that once, and I was going to get rid of it, but I'm glad I didn't. So, I've been using this at home quite a bit. Testing it out again, just at home. And I've been sleeping that, that's all I've been sleeping in, so I threw it back in there. There's a little bit of weight, but it's small. But yeah, so I think a combination of that, because I didn't bring my extra socks. I think with this now, and this setup, you know, my air mattress, yeah, we should be good. I was going to not even bring my hammock. I was going to use my bivy. I have a bivy sack, which I bought. I thought maybe I should just go that route. Nah, let's do the hammock. I like the hammock. Maybe next time we'll do that. Because right about now, if I would have had that bivy sack, I would have took this all back down. I'm telling you right now, I would have took it all down because it's too crazy. What I would have done with the bivy sack, because it's just the size of the sleeping bag itself. It's not that big. It is so small. I would have tucked myself in behind this log over here. I would have tucked myself with the tarp over it, and I would have just bundled up. It's not good. Where I got this set up is not good either. Tree snapping. I don't see nothing dead around here, except for these dead trees here. That one leaning against that one. That one's not a big. It's not heavy. Take that one down. I hope, because my hammock's tied to it. Cool. Yeah, it is so windy. I don't mind the wind. It's just the cold. We'll see. Well, check in later. Now. It's so freaking cold out. So, I just heated up some. What I got here? One of these. Yeah, Irish cream, is it? French vanilla. But the water's too hot, so got my little stove, you know. Got my little windscreen there from the Optimus, you know. Get that? See that? Little windscreen. I needed that because it was windy. I didn't usually carry it, but it kind of has the pot nestle in there a little bit better. But yeah, I like that. Got my own right there. Got that going. Oh, still too hot, but that'll warm me up. Man, the wind picked up here when I was doing this. I was trying to have a sandwich at the same time, and everything picked up. And as you're doing this out here, you'll find out I put stuff away as I'm working, so it's not like you just leave stuff laying around or it's gonna be gone. You'll be chasing it. So, but I am pretty comfortable here. Like I say, if I would have had this tarp down a little bit better, so. But you know, I'll learn that. I'll learn that later on. It's kind of funny though, because all the other times I put my tarp right down low, I had no issues. This time, it's a big gap on this side, but it's like the low where I can't find nothing. Yeah, so I'm sitting on the dry ground here, but I am sitting on a. I'm getting off to show you. It's kind of cozy right here. A napkin. But sitting on a wool. It's a wool seat from Canadian Outdoor Equipment. You'll normally see that I have a fold-up one, foam one. It's about the same size as this. This one's just a fixed one. But the Canadian Outdoor Equipment. But I thought I'd go with this one because it's a little bit heavier. And I know with the other one it blows away. But this one will too. It's not that much different. But actually, it's pretty cozy. Like I'm sitting on this thing. This is sweet, man. Like I didn't think it would, but it's actually working. It's great. Got my pot cozy. You know, that's for your food. Your you know, you put your, you know, I put my whole pot in that, pot cozy, but I put my whole pot in that. Everything fits in that, does up. It's supposed to keep your water warm. If I had water in there, but I only boiled enough. You know, look at these batteries, let me tell you. Yeah, what is it going over? This here. My
You know, Optimus, whoops, we got a little bit of water in there still. Yeah. Just clips on, it just clips on some metal. Hot. We're gonna have another coffee or something here. I got some hot chocolate, peppermint, you know, I got my little beverage thing. This is what I carry I'd like to show you this before. It's a 1 liter Cedar Summit. 1 liter. Yeah, this is what I use. This is my main thing here on, you know, inside that I got coffee, tea, hot chocolate, all the good stuff. Saved it from using one of those other sandwich bags and throwing them out all the time, but that's what I've been using so far. It's working great. Oh, that's so good. Well, it's only 5:30, so it's not we're still good. Yeah, I'd have no problem sleeping right here on the ground, but since I got the hammock up, we'll just sleep in the hammock. Yeah, maybe next time I'll just bring the bivy sack, I think, or the, I don't know. Wow. Well, check in again later. Yep, so just having my second hot beverage here. I'm going to have my after 8 there, hot chocolate and peppermint. I got a chocolate chip muffin on the go here. It's not like it turned into a ball. Yeah. That wind's picked up again. The wind picks up off and on out here. Man, it's cold. So after this here, it'll be, say, yeah, we're not even, we still got another hour and a half of light still, so that's good. Keep putting my hands back in the gloves just to keep warm out here. I'm ever glad I brought these. I was going to leave these behind, but I know these are really, really good for wind. Yeah, deerskin, and they in the cold they stay flexible. They don't really hold the wet. Plus, I put some leather stuff on it there. Woo. So I still have 1 complete sub and half a sub of a pizza sub left still. That'll be for tomorrow. I still have what, 3? Yeah, 3 muffins left, so that's fine. That's more than enough. Because I won't eat again after. I'm getting full now. I'm always hungry when I first come in here, and that's it. Just want a nice hot beverage. You gotta really plan your food, especially in the winter. Stuff won't go bad, but then again, it'll freeze. Like I was gonna grab a head of chocolate bar and I was gonna bring it. I said, no, don't bring it. So I didn't bring it because I knew if the temperature dropped like this, it'd be eaten like rock. And this thermos here, I used the rest of the water in this. I have another one inside, my plastic one, my Nalgene. The water was starting to freeze in this already. As you can see, it's black. So this is the one I use this is the one I use anyways when I gather water, that I can put it, I can still likely put it right on this here too and heat it up enough to likely boil it. long as I don't run out of fuel, which I should, and that's a brand new can, so as long as I keep the windbreak on there, I should be fine. But yeah, it started freezing in this, so I wanted to use that up first. Doing dishes at the same time out here. So, whoops. Focus mark. Well, check in again later. Or maybe tomorrow morning, we'll see. It's just so freaking cold. When the sun comes out, it makes a big difference though. You can tell, but that sun's not coming back out no more. Yeah, I think well, it's a good way to test out the gear, and you know, I'm always still doing that, testing out what I have. So it'll be a good test for tonight with this wind, and I think it's -10 tonight, -10 maybe. That's what it's supposed to go down to, I think, but it might feel like -15. I don't know. I didn't boil this time to get it too hot, so. Oh yeah. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. I got all my batteries. My batteries are dying. Right now this is flashing. Like I went through 4 or 5 batteries now. All my batteries are right here now. They're staying right with me to keep them warm. So I'm eating up batteries like there's no tomorrow. Checked out the new porta potty. It's way over there. I don't know if you see it. They went with all the new wooden ones. They're not bad. The last one I was at wasn't completed, so I was using the older one at campsite 12. That's where I was going to head. Before I came in here, I was going to head to campsite 12. I don't know why, but I likely would have made it. The trail. I didn't know how bad the trail was, but I thought it'd be nice and calm there, nice relaxed area. But I thought no. I wasn't up for a cardiovascular workout there on that one, because that would have, like, this year took me no more than an hour and 45 minutes tops, I think, getting in here, and that's taking the trail. And I was going to take the lake, and I chose not to, which I think is a good idea, because I see a lot of open areas around it. So it's like a good choice. I see a lot of, and there's a lot of moving water in when I'm walking around here too. So it's, yeah, I was gonna, but we better not. Freaking cold out still. I'm surprised the snow. There's not a lot of snow in here. That's good. You know, like I say, there's a lot of ice though. But other than that, so. And so I downloaded a few movies on from Netflix on my phone. We'll try that out. I usually don't. Sometimes I watch them and I don't. It's just a hit and miss. But because it's so cold, I'm figuring with the sleep system I have, I should be fine. No, you know, you're not going to sit there and watch a movie like freezing to death. That's not to be uncomfortable. I should be fine though. Well, we'll check in again later. Wind. So freaking windy, man. And I'm not a person that gets cold. I kind of adapt to the cold. Like, I mean, it's cold out, man, isn't it? For the average person, it's cold. Wow. And this tarp isn't doing pretty favors with it up like that. The wind's really pushed against that tarp, though, but it should protect me enough. Well, it's morning. No, it's not. The sun came back out. It's only 6:30. Yeah. still freaking cold. The wind just picked up. It's gonna get dark soon. It's just poking through there. You can see the old tarp there. It's not like a tarp no more. It's like I'm gonna become a professional battery changer here in a minute. That's all I do is change batteries. Yeah, the sun's gone down now. So I'm gonna be hunkering down soon. Might as well get in there and see if I can get warm, because she's still freaking cold out there. Freaking crazy. Now, I didn't sweat coming in, which is good, so I do have a bedtime hat, but I might just keep this on. I don't like to dirty no more clothes than I have to out here. Now, if I was sweating, I would have to, but even my feet socks aren't. It's very rarely that I sweat in my socks, actually. Yeah, it doesn't happen. But. So yeah, so I'm gonna hunker down. We'll see how the night goes. Hopefully it calms down, and hopefully that tree doesn't break. Or, as you can see, this mess of trees here, all rooted up, and they're all pretty solid in there though. Nothing's gonna really fall and hit me, except for the one that's leaning against, but it looks like it's pretty solid. But man, it's cold. Yeah, I'm ready to. Ready to get into. I gotta watch it here. I got my tripwire up. All my guide wires are holding my tarp down. And it's tripwire, all right. I tell you, I hit that, I'm going down, and it's gonna hurt a lot. Gotta be careful getting out of here. I got some of those, you know, these things, and I'm pretty sure when I step out, because it's right there. When I step out my sock feet, put my boots on to go to the washroom, that is the first one I'm going to hit. So I'm thinking right now we're going to move my bag a little closer to that. I'm trying to keep it off the ice just in case it melts. But there we go. I'll check in again later. Later. What's going on with the car? I got a hood. Just in case it gets really cold, I can do this up. I can do this up. You know, but you know, I think I'm gonna be fine. I'm not sleeping with this jacket on. I gotta take this jacket off. It's not that cold. Oh, cool. That's freaking windy, man. Is that a good picture? Woo-wee. Oh, yeah, the wind picked up, man. You can do that right up. It's weird. You look weird. Yeah. I don't know what's going on here. I'm trapped inside my jacket. So I'm gonna need 2 hands to get out of this, since I done it up. But yeah. I'll be fine. Later. Later. Winter camping. Try it. They said it'll be fun. Oh, yeah, sure it will be. Not.